They say good things come to those who wait. And by God, guys, we have been waiting very, very patiently for the week ahead. Nasdaq is coming, guys, on Thursday. Let's go. Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not. What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy, Hold, Sell. I hope, of course, you are all well. Today's video is all about Argo blockchain. Let's go, Argo, and all that good stuff. We've got a big week coming up, guys. We've been covering this stock for months and months and months and months and months. And it's been a lot of pain for a lot of people. Most people like myself on this channel started investing right at the start of February. And it was a glorious time back then. Everything you touched just went up and up and up. I think my first purchase of Argo blockchain was in and around £2.50, £2.60. It went up to about £2.90, and then I took one hell of a gaping on the Argo dream. But to be fair, I took a hell of a gaping on a lot of things, guys. February was a terrible time, and I learned a lot in February. Yes, great having long-term holds, and it doesn't really matter, and I buy into a lot of that. But guys, there's definitely ways to be playing things, and this video is a bit of a warm-up of what's going to come this week. We will speak on probably most of the week, every day, most of the week, guys. So make sure to hit the alert and subscribe button. We're going to talk about ways to be playing Argo blockchain because there is a lot of short interest on Argo blockchain. It is growing because there most certainly is plenty ways to be playing Argo blockchain this week, depending on your circumstances. We will get into all that throughout the week. So definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the alert, stay up to date. We'll be talking about on the channel for weeks the little Easter egg by Peter saying that you won't hear from us until it's all done and dusted, and then there's the thing ramping up with the IPO being listed on Robinhood, and all this has been coming to fruition. We still haven't got an absolute official word that the IPO is happening on Thursday, guys, but when you see the likes of Robinhood posting it, when you see the likes of the IPO calendar, there it is, guys. You can see the 23rd. I said in the last few videos, it's pretty much guaranteed that it is this Thursday, guys. So that is the date we're running with. The only thing that could change is that $1840 that were being quoted because it's obviously dependent on the share price. It's not for now, but if we go back to, again, the SEC, guys, this is as real as we can get. We've talked about the F1 forms, we've talked about the amendments 2 forms. Free writing prospectus is something that I want to talk about. It just talks about the recent developments, guys, and if we actually scroll down, there's a key section about dilution, guys. I'm not going to get into it for the purpose of this video. I need to have a good read through it. I appreciate that on the weekends I try my best to have some family time. So, and like I said, hit the subscribe button. We're going to go through all of this all week, guys, making sure that we all understand what potential risks or what potential rewards we have come Thursday. Let's just have a look at the charts, guys, and see how it's performing. So we see that on Friday it finished up on the American stock, ARBKF ticker symbol, finished up nearly 11% up. Now we've been having a good run. Highly volatile, as we know. Pull up the day chart here, guys, and we can have a look from the lows. You know, there is people that could have been very lucky to have almost 100% rise. And I'm not saying that that's what people have done, but you know, you could definitely see that we've had a consistently good big rise. And again, similar, guys, 100% rise from the lows to the highs. We can see here, actually, just to do a bit of chart talk, we're above the 9-day moving average now, guys, which is where I love to be. We're almost up, we closed above all the moving averages, which is great. And look at this, guys. MACD crossing over, beautiful, nice bit of volume. So it'll be very interesting to see what way it goes. If we even just look at a higher level summary, guys, you can see here, this is the ARB ticker symbol, 1.6612. A couple of people have talked about why is it different on their charts. Prices are a bit different. Because of the price action you get on the AIM market and pink sheets, you'll always have a bit of a difference due to the spread. So that's what answers that question. But 25% on the 5 days. One hell of a rise, guys. Been very, very good for most people. The other thing I want to look at is Simply Wall Street. I subscribe to Simply Wall Street because it gives me a high level overview before I look into any stocks to see how Simply Wall Street sort of summarize it. Well, rightly or wrongly, I do like Simply Wall Street. And if we just scroll down, guys, we can see here on September the 18th, they give me this update. Investor sentiment improved over the week after last week's 24% share price to gain. The UK £1.65. The stock trades at a forward PE ratio of 18 times. Average forward PE ratio of 38 times in the software industry in the United Kingdom. Total returns to shareholders is 1,700 over the past 3 years. So lovely gain for people that have been in Argo for that long. Again, at the start of this video, you know my situation. Unfortunately, I've missed most of that rise. Starting to get into the stage where things are getting a bit scary in terms of PE ratio. But again, guys, it's about growth future. And if we go down here, it passes 5 out of the 6 checks. It is a high growth sector. We know all about it. I've done my Bitcoin video. I'll share the link here. For people who don't understand Bitcoin, it's a very simplistic 3-minute video, just giving you an idea of how Bitcoin is growing, how it will continue to grow, when it'll stop being mined, and why it keeps going up in value in such vast amounts. And then don't forget, within Argo, you've also got the climate positive stuff, all the good stuff that we've talked about in this channel. So it only makes sense that this has got big future projections. And in my honest opinion, it's not very easy to compare this to many other blockchains because there's no one quite doing what Argo are doing. And people keep asking which one should they buy. Should they sell their pink sheets to buy the Nasdaq? Should they sell ARB to buy the Nasdaq? And you need to understand the benefits of being on the AIM market, the benefits of being on the Nasdaq, and the benefits of being on the pink sheets. It's to do with fees and all of that kind of stuff. Couldn't possibly explain all that right now, but generally speaking, wherever you're bought your shares, you don't really need to do anything, because if the Nasdaq price brag goes up, the rest will go with it. And the reason being is because why would anyone, for example, why would anybody want to buy a stock at a dearer price when they can get it at a discount? It just will naturally go up, guys. There's no real rhyme or reason. There may be slight differences here or there, but even if you look at the charts that we've just done, roughly they've all went up about the same amount of percent, over 100% since the lows of the highs that we've seen, and about 25% over the week. It just works out that way. You just have to trust it. Plus, with the 10-to-1 ratio, the quantity will be different, the price will look different, but the gains should, again, in and around the same kind of price. The big institutions, which are going to be loading up and maybe paying different fees, they would be more concerned. But for people that are retail investors, I really don't think it really matters which one you want. Perhaps it's more of just to say you're on the Nasdaq, be a part of it, that's fair enough. You need to decide and look into those different reasons, but if you're looking which one's going to get you the most gains, I wouldn't really worry about that. Just want to talk about this article, guys. It was shared in one of the group chats by Brian. Thank you, Brian. I did read this and I thought it's just a nice wee way of introducing what the rest of the week's going to be about. Why Argo blockchain stock is an early buy on Robinhood. Argo blockchain stock was made available on Robinhood IPO access. That means retail investors have a chance to pick up the stock before the IPO is launched. And I don't really want to read particularly the article or anything. I just thought it would be worthwhile pointing out that they're getting access early. We've talked about IPOs on this channel before. Definitely there's been winners and there has been big losers in this space, so it is a nervy time. But with Robinhood access, with retail investors being able to only really now be able to potentially buy Argo blockchain, they will look at the likes of the Riot blockchains, the Hive blockchains, and they'll see comparisons, and people will maybe blindly will look at these things and go, wow, this is a great discount. So I anticipate, guys, and again, not to do a bit of a spoiler for the videos coming up, but I anticipate a potential big rise in Argo blockchain. But we will talk about that throughout the week. But there's an interesting article there just for people who maybe have access to Robinhood and are considering buying Argo blockchain. It's worth a read. The short interest is really building up. We'll have to talk about the different ways of being able to play that this week. It's very, very key to protect yourselves, and that is the first and foremost thing. We will look at the good and the bad and the possibles. We will have a look at the SEC, and we'll talk about the potential dilution side of things as well. But ultimately, guys, I am very bullish in Argo blockchain. I'm holding Argo blockchain for the long term. I've spoken to somebody today and they were messaging me saying, what's my anticipation? And I'm going, well, it doesn't really matter to me. Yes, I don't want to get caught with the pants down, guys. I ultimately would like to be maximizing the profit, but I'm holding this long term, guys. Again, understanding Bitcoin, understanding what Argo is doing, this is a long hold for me. You know, this is something that I could take to the grave potentially with me. I don't ever foresee me ever being out of Argo blockchain. As long as the fundamentals keep going, as long as quarter to quarter and year on year things are looking to be getting bigger and growing, I am not going anywhere. But within that, there'll be ways to play it. So stay tuned for the video this week, guys. I just want to say thanks again to Richard. He bought me 5 coffees, guys. 5 coffees. Got the jitters from drinking that much, guys. Really do appreciate people like Richard that are helping me keep the channel for free without having to do Discords or any other way of funding. And there's a lot of work that goes into these videos, so anyone that does appreciate it and maybe can't help out financially, by all means, you can support the channel by commenting and liking the video. That really does help me. And share it, guys. Also, that's great. Leave your comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Plenty coming up. Super exciting week for Argo blockchain, and I'll catch you then. Peace. Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.